Alright. So last time we came to the memory den and we're about to go into what's his face? Kellogg's brain.
Amari,
This
Well,
lady will make it happen.
what is this about?
I get a
we
piece of
need your help,
brain.
Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it's asking for a mere.
You know, I'm gonna do something before I go in there. Oh, well,
You've
great.
pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Isn't there some way to make this work?
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute,
Yes, it'll
Amari.
work. It'll
The
work.
biggest scientific
Just put some
secret of the
wires into it.
Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait.
It's a shrimp.
That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised.
It's a little shrimp.
From what I've seen, all...
Skip to the good part, Doc.
We plugged the brain implant into Mr. Valentine, assuming he's willing to take on the risks.
Of course he is.
Why not? Plenty of room in my head anyway.
Hey, I appreciate this, Nick.
I should really take this helmet off.
Found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here.
Let's see. While he does that, I'll take
I
this.
need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire.
Alright, let's do this.
See you on the other side.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there.
What?
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmented.
So, you're finally
We'll
awake.
try to step you through
Where the hell am I?
intact memories and hope we
Jump.
find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
Okay. Let's hurry it up.
There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Oh, you can't run in here? Alright. Let's go see the baby Kellogg.
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she
It's
wanted
pretty cool
me
art.
to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though.
Wow, much sad.
This doesn't seem
Poor
to be what
Kellogg.
we're looking for. Try
The
that
thing
one.
about happiness is
Nice haircut.
you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself,
Oh my
that you're
God.
happy, but you don't really
That's
believe
one
it.
dirty baby.
Focus on that
Look at
petty
that face.
bullshit or next job or whatever.
Jesus.
It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
Alright, Mr.
I was
Self-Pity.
the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
Okay.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you?
What kind of gun is that?
Just so you know,
Pretty
they
cool.
died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
Wow, Kellogg lost people too. I feel so sad for him. Completely redeems him.
I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east.
This guy's like
Far
giving me
away
the side
from
eye.
San Francisco as I could, maybe.
Hey, you shouldn't be doing that. Your memory.
Sit down. Suit yourself. Together.
I wish you could jump off. Oh
There's
well.
almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
This reminds me a bit of that mission in that one quest in Skyrim where you have to get the star of Azura. You have to get the guy out.
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you.
I like those little slices of oblivion that you can go into.
We seem to be getting closer.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive.
You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right.
He's still moving his
Didn't know
eyes.
anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement. Suited me just fine.
Of our operations lately.
Alright,
This
that's
must
enough.
stop.
That's me.
If they needed something done,
Well,
they came
that's
to me.
unfortunate.
Wasn't usual
And
for
that's
anybody
my
from the
baby.
Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. They didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
Does the whole scene play out again if I stay
All
here?
computers are still working. That's good.
I don't
Sifting
remember.
through the logs.
I could
Hopefully
watch
it's
a
all-
little bit.
Find it.
Pod C6.
Just get
Down
some
the hall near the end.
crowbars. I'm gonna pry them open. Alright, these guys wake up.
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
It's freaking cool, man. What are these guys doing? Alright.
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
I wish they had matched like how many times I banged on the glass.
Tell you once.
I'm not giving you son!
Well, this baby is now deaf.
Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence. Reinitialize.
We left her alive. I don't know why. Well, he just said they needed a backup.
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. Is that
This whole
your
setup
son?
wasn't my
This
idea
appears
to
to be
settle
a very
down with a
recent
kid
one.
in the middle of Diamond City.
good news, I think.
I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Alright. Is there another one?
Kellogg. It's okay.
Oh, I just had to wait.
One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow.
I've really forgotten how this game goes. I completely forgot about Virgil. I mean, I didn't, but I forgot he comes right after this. I thought it was much later.
No kidding.
Like after you joined the Institute, but I guess not.
Science boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Alright, get me out of here. Oh, there we go.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Am I okay? Are you seeing anything bad?
Don't be alarmed, but I honestly don't know what to look for. As I said before, but your neural and physiological readings have returned to normal. Are you ready to talk about what happened in...
I saw Kellogg's life.
That's right. He was a human being just like the rest of us. And he had reasons for being what he was.
Wow, thank you for spelling it out for me. Let's see. I forgive him. I hate him more. I hate him more.
Convinced me I did the right thing. He was a rabid dog. And he needed to be put down.
I suppose I can't fault you for that. We're getting off track. The only question is, what do we do now?
That scientist, Kellogg, was supposed to track down.
You're right. A rogue institute. Where did the memory say he was?
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same.
Yeah, turn me into a super mutant.
I'll find a way to get through the rats. Don't worry.
Good luck. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first.
Yay, leveled up.
While you were...
Alright, where's Mr. Valentine? There he is.
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
You want to try for round 2, huh? Let's go.
What? What are you talking
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Amari said there might be. Anyway, I feel fine, so let... Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Let's
keep
get going.
Piper. She's
Been
lame.
one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
Alright, so I gotta send Piper somewhere, so I think I'm gonna send her to Red Rocket. I'm gonna give Piper the Red Rocket. So that's the end of this video. Now just stay tuned for a word from my sponsor.
My sponsor, my dick.
What? My sponsor.
The waifu.
Say something. Say something clever for the internet to hear you.
God, please. It's 12:15 in the morning.
It's not. It's 12:11.
It's 12:11. Wow. Oh damn.